Hey guys, it's Hogan here, and in this video, I'm going to give you guys a complete review of TubeBuddy and also like a quick tutorial to show you guys how to use some of the best free features. And then I'll go and touch on the paid features because they do have a free version as well as 3 different paid versions. And then I'll ultimately discuss, which plan is actually good for you guys, because it does get a little bit confusing of which one to actually go for. And they do also have there's an alternative to TubeBuddy, VIDIQ, and I'll discuss a little bit about that one as well, and whether or not, which one is better. Should you actually use this one, or you can actually use both. So there's a link down in the description below that's going to take you to TubeBuddy. That is an affiliate link, so if you do choose to sort of upgrade later on, I may receive a commission, and that basically just helps me to create free content for you guys. So for those of you who are not quite sure what TubeBuddy is, it's basically just a browser extension you can add onto your browser, and it's going to give you some extra functionalities when it comes to your YouTube channel and YouTube account. Right, it's got some tools that helps with your productivity, helps manage your account, and some tools that helps you get more views for your channel. So basically what you can actually do, you should be on this page right here. You can install it onto your browser, and then you just connect it to your YouTube account. So once you've actually installed it onto your browser, then you can navigate to your YouTube channel. So on the top here, you've got the sort of TubeBuddy icon, and you can click onto it. Right, and that's sort of like the thing where you can navigate to all the different features of TubeBuddy. So right now I'm using the starter plan, which is the free plan. I do have the legend plan, which is the highest plan, which is $49 a month on my main channel. But I do want to go through, just some of the free features first. Otherwise, it gets a little bit confusing with all the different paid plans and what you actually get. So I want to show you guys the free ones. And the limitations and also what you actually get with it, right? So here you've got this sort of quick link area where you can navigate to, let's say, your comments really quickly, right? So that's going to take you directly to your YouTube comments rather than you actually clicking on it a few times. So that's going to take you one click to actually get there. But if you actually go back to your sort of YouTube over here, okay, if you want to navigate to your comments area, you'll have to click on your profile icon on the top and then click on YouTube Studio and then click on the comments, right? So I feel this is a really great productivity tool if you want to navigate to your specific areas really quickly. So I think the most important thing is probably going to be the Keyword Explorer tool, which is like a keyword research tool. Here we can type in the keyword that you sort of want to create a video for. So let's say, for example, I want to create a video about TubeBuddy, then maybe I would click on Explore, okay, and just do some research on the actual keyword. So when you're actually creating videos on YouTube, I find that it's going to be really important for you guys to actually create videos which people are actually searching for, rather than creating sort of like a random video like, I'm quitting, I'm starting YouTube, or I'm leaving California, or, some random video like that, right? I feel like for bigger channels, that's going to work well because you do have an established audience which sort of cares about you, cares about your life, and are willing to invest their time to watch your video, right? But if you're just starting out, you don't have much of an audience, people don't really care about, your life yet, people aren't really going to watch you, right? Unless you do have like a big following on like Instagram and you can direct them to your channel, it's probably best to create videos which people are searching for. So with the Keyword Explorer tool, you can put in the key phrase in here. So put in the key phrase, and then it's going to give you a unweighted score as well as a weighted score. So the unweighted score is not going to take into consideration your current channel and the relevancy for that video for your channel. With the weighted score, it's going to take that into account, but it's only available for the Pro version and higher. So the Pro version is the $9 per month plan, which is the lowest plan. Okay, so as you can see, it is quite poor in terms of because the competition is quite high, as you can actually see over here, and then the search volume is also quite high. Optimization strength is basically how well optimized the sort of other videos are, and that's a medium, so ultimately we get a score of 13. So on the right here, we do have some related key phrases for this keyword, for example, TubeBuddy tutorial, and you can actually click on it and you can actually see whether or not, maybe this one has a better score. You can create a video on that. So let's try TubeBuddy tutorial 2021. Perhaps that's going to give us a better score. Okay. So with the free plan, you do have sort of three, maximum of 3 related ones. If you do upgrade to the pro one, you get, I think, all the related key phrases as well as the weighted version, right? You can click on the results over here to see sort of the top 10 or the top 20 results, and you can get some sort of keyword title ideas as well as the thumbnail ideas for your video. So you can click on historical over here, and that's going to give you data on the Google Trends. So for example, if you type in TubeBuddy and explore, because for that TubeBuddy tutorial 2021, it doesn't have much data on the Google Trends, but this is going to give you some more information, right? So it's going to give you information on the keyword, whether or not it's actually trending on Google. So as you can see, during April and let's say July, a lot of people were home during that time, and then sort of drop down later as well. So you can look at the different trends and get a good idea of the keyword and whether or not people are actually searching for it. So I find that even if you are sort of like a big channel, you can use this sort of tool to sort of prioritize, which video you should actually create first, right? Because you probably have a ton of video ideas and things like that. And over here, we can click on action and we can add it to the topic planner, right? So with the topic planner, you can add different sort of comment suggestions into the planner, and then maybe on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, you can review it and to determine which videos you should actually create next. So what we're going to do is close this right now, right? So this is an amazing tool. Even on the free version, I think you get 25 searches per day. So we can click on the keyword topic planner over here, right? So you can add a new topic. So we could do like TubeBuddy, okay? And then click on save, and you can click back over here, right? And you can add the notes over here. So generally how I personally use it is I would go to comments over here, right? And if someone suggests me, maybe I should create this video or I should do this video, then what we could do is over here, we can click on this little drop down and we can add as a comment suggestion, right? And then we can go back over here and then we'll click on the topic planner, and that's added over here, right? So you can come back and review it every single month or something like that. Let's click back over here. With the SEO Studio, I'll show you that later. That's only included in the pro plan or higher. With the tags list, this is really useful if, let's say, for example, we go to YouTube again, and then let's say, for example, we search for TubeBuddy, right? So you're watching a video of your competitors. We can click into that. All right, we can pause that video for a second. And on the right here, you do have this sort of video sidebar, which shows you more information about the video. Now, personally, I don't really like it at all. I don't really use it. I really like the VIDIQ one, which gives a better information on the actual video. Because with the information over here, it's pretty much the same that you get from here. Like, I don't really need it. But for the tags, we can actually copy the tags, right? So tags are sort of keywords that you can add onto your video when you upload it to give Google or give YouTube a better idea of what your video is about. So we can actually copy that, right? We can add it to your tags list like that, okay? So you can go back over here and click on tags list, and that's going to be added, right? So when you're uploading a new video, you can just copy and paste the tags without you, coming out with the different ideas one by one, okay? So the next feature I want to talk about is the best time to publish, right? So I think this is included in the free version as well. It basically gives you the best time to publish recommendations, right? So on this channel, I don't have much videos yet, but generally it's going to take the information which is given by YouTube and it's going to calculate it and give you the best times. So personally, what I feel like, when you're actually uploading a video, if the video is unique, if the video is relevant, then it's going to rank well over time anyway. But I feel like this might give you some idea if you don't have any idea of, when to actually upload. It's going to give you sort of like the best time based on, when your viewers are sort of online. So I do want to show you guys a few more cool features of the free version of TubeBuddy. So we can navigate to the comments area over here. So the first thing that you're going to notice is that you have a little TubeBuddy icon. So this is sort of like the comment filter. What you can actually do, and what I normally do, is I like the feature where it says that that I have replied, but which need to be followed up on, right? So sometimes I might reply to a comment and then the other person replies and, I forget about that totally, right? But with this one, you can actually sort of filter it by, whether or not they've actually replied or not, right? So you can click on go and filter it. They've also got some advanced filtering options, which I believe is available only if you have the Pro plan or higher. You can also check out, maybe that I have not hearted. So I feel like replying to comments is really good because, especially if you're a new channel, it sort of brings people back to your video, increasing your view count, and more likely they're going to continue watching your video. And I think, as you probably grow as a YouTube channel, that probably becomes less important because you just have so many comments. But if you have a lot of comments and a lot of people asking the same comments, you can also click the drop down area over here and you can sort of create like a template reply or a canned response. On the free version, you get to create one. So you can click over here and, you might have some people asking you some questions about, let's say, what gear are you using, which microphone are you using, or, what X, Y, and Z are you using. You can create a canned response and it could be like, gear and tools as your title. And for the response, it could be like, I'm using X, Y, Z. And then you could do like a link to the product. So it could be like an affiliate link. And if people purchase through that link, then you get a commission for that sale. And I think that's is a good way of promoting your affiliate links, and also, replying to your subscribers and things like that. So you can create a canned response. For the free one, you can only create one. But if you upgrade, you can create unlimited canned responses for that. So if we go over here and click on reply, you're also going to notice this little thing over here where you can sort of format your text. So it could be like, hey, name, so it's like Keaton, and then perhaps you might have something that's important in there, and then you could, bold it or italic it just like that, right? So I find that really useful, as well as this emoji picker. So as you can see, this tiny little emoji, click on it, and we can add, let's say, this one over here, okay, and that's going to add the emoji, right? So you can actually add the emoji as you're actually uploading your videos as well, in your YouTube sort of description. So you can click on content over here and click on the details, and over here we've also got the emoji picker on the top right. Okay, so you're probably going to notice, some videos they have emojis in there, maybe some, arrows like that. Okay, and I feel like that is really useful. You can also create a thumbnail based on your video. Now, personally, I don't really use this as much because I don't really like it. I personally prefer using Canva or using Photoshop because it does give you more options. But with this one, you can create like a quick sort of little thumbnail by quickly selecting the frame. So let's say, for example, I want it to be over here, and then we can click on continue. Okay, that's going to save the frame. And then we can just add some text and image or shapes. Obviously, it doesn't have, so many different little features, but it can be like a quick little thumbnail creator for you. Okay, so the other thing that I want to show you guys is, let's head back over here. Okay, and then over here on the top, we can click on that. Okay, and you can also find and replace text. So find and replace text is useful if you have sort of like a social media link, or maybe you have an affiliate link and maybe that link has changed over time, right? So what you can actually do is click on find and replace text. You can find a specific URL and then replace it with a different URL. Okay, so with the free version, you can only do it one by one, for one video at a time. With the star version, which is the middle plan, the $19 plan, you can sort of do it in bulk, right? Same thing with the bulk cards and end screens. You can copy your cards and paste it into another video. Same thing with the end screens, which is like you can recommend people like a video and also, ask them to subscribe. You can also bulk edit it if you have the star plan. Okay, so click on demonetization check as well. So personally for my channel, it's a tutorial channel. It doesn't really have much content which, can be demonetized, to be honest. So I personally don't use it as much, but if you are creating content which is like content which is likely to get flagged, I think this is a great tool which you can actually check some of the videos which have been demonetized, especially if you have a ton of videos. Okay, so over here we can hover and click on the TubeBuddy icon. So what we can also do is we can also go and click on advanced embed. So if you want to embed like a video on your website, you can also set it to autoplay. You can loop the video, which is like replaying the video over and over again. You can also hide the play bar, which is really good because sometimes you might want to showcase like a 15-second video on your website. But the thing is, with this tool, it doesn't really remove the YouTube branding. If you do want to remove the YouTube branding, you probably want to use something like Wistia, some premium video tool, right? But I think this is a really useful one. A lot of people actually miss out on. Okay, so we can actually click back over here. You can also do pick a winner. So if you want to run like a contest, you can select a specific video. You can click a winner. Okay, and then we can click onto it and you can contact them to tell them that they've won, right? So this is a really nice nifty tool, also on the free version. And we've also got the, I think, let's see, the vid to vid promotion. So if you have uploaded a new video and you want to promote that video, we can sort of, enter in the YouTube URL over here, and we can add it to all the videos on our channel, okay? And we can go continue, okay, and that's going to add it to all our videos on the sort of bottom of the description, or you can put it onto the top as well. I find that a really, really useful tool. So the other thing that I want to discuss is the upload defaults. So if you click over here, details, we're going to scroll over here. So on the right hand side, you're going to notice upload defaults. So what you can actually do is that you can actually click on it and create an upload default. So when you're uploading a new video, sometimes you might have things which are the same. So for example, you might have, so mainly, maybe the short description on the top. So this is probably going to be different, right? But then you've got like your social accounts, you've got your affiliate disclaimer, disclaimer. And then you might have, your courses, or you might have some links to your gear and things like that. So I think this is going to be a really, really useful tool. It really saves a ton of time when you're uploading a new video, rather than you typing it out over and over again, or, saving it on notebook and things like that. So, Kevin, Meet Kevin, he also has it like all his stuff, ready. I think he just copies it from maybe like a notepad or something like that. Like this, right? So he's copied all these things, so you can put that as your upload defaults. So whenever you upload a video, you just need to change the top part and you're pretty much good to go. Okay, so what I want to discuss right now is going to discuss the the paid features, the best paid features. So I'm going to quickly log into my main account, which has the Legend subscription. So what I want to go through now is the paid plans of TubeBuddy. So TubeBuddy has 3 paid plans. It starts from the Pro plan at $9 per month to the Star plan at $19, and the Legend plan, which is what I currently have now, at $49. So basically, I'm going to sort of go through it from the Pro plan and sort of what you get and what it sort of unlocks, and then sort of work our way up to the Legend plan. So with the Pro plan, you get the full features of the Keyword Explorer now, which is really good because you get the weighted score. So for example, you can type in TubeBuddy and click on Explorer. You also get the related video searches, so you can just click into it fairly easily. It's going to give you a lot more ideas. So for example, TubeBuddy tutorial 2021. Now we've also got the weighted score, so it's going to take into account your own channel. If we click on the weighted score, unweighted score, sorry, it's only good, but weighted is at 80. Okay, so basically you get the full features now, which is awesome. And let's show you what else you get. So you also get the SEO Studio. So the SEO Studio is basically sort of like a checklist tool. Basically, it can help you create the perfect thumbnail, title, and description for your YouTube video and make sure that is fully optimized. So we could do TubeBuddy review and click on start. Okay, so as you can see, it sort of has the checklist over here. And as you sort of type in your title and description, it's going to, let's see, so TubeBuddy review, in-depth look, and tutorial 2021. So as you can see, that's increased. And then you can put in your description over here. Let's click on next, and then we can add in our tags, and then basically it's going to ensure that we have, the fully optimized video with all the perfect tags, description and title. Let's say we just add all that in. Let's click on next. And over here, we can add in our thumbnail and we can sort of compare it to the, top 10, top 20 results here, which I think is really cool. We can upload our thumbnail and we can import that. Okay, so we can sort of compare it and see, is it different enough? Does it stand out? And we can also look at the titles as well. Is it like a unique title that someone's going to click on? I think this is a really useful tool. The only thing that I feel like can be improved is that the viewing area is a little bit small, because I know that VIDIQ has something similar and the viewing area is just much better. And then basically we can click on next, and then we can just apply it to a video later. Okay, so this is a really great tool. We can click back over here. Over here, we also get basically with the video topic plan and the tags list, now you don't have any limit, so you can create as many as you want. For the best time to publish, that was actually in the free plan, but I didn't actually show you because on my other channel, I didn't have many videos. So I'll show you what it basically looks like. So if you scroll down over here, okay, so it's gonna show you the recommendations of the best time to actually publish a video. So we can click back over here, and then let's click on website tools. Okay, so for the star plan, the $19 per month plan, we also get the search rank tracking. So basically we can actually enter in our key phrase and our video to see what it's ranking on the YouTube search. So I think with the star plan, you only get 5 keywords that you can actually track. With the legend plan, you get up to 50, and you can actually track the ranking on Google as well. Whereas the star plan, you can only track it on YouTube. Okay, with the pro plan, the beginner plan, you don't get any at all. So let's head back over here. So I actually forgot to mention, in the pro plan, you also get, the full capabilities of canned responses. There's no limit in how many sort of canned responses you can create, as well as you also get the advanced filtering options for your comments. So with the star plan, you also get, what else do you also get? Let's see. The extension tools, and you also get the bulk uploading tool. So let's go to content, and over here we can click over here. So you can actually do the bulk video processing. So for example, if you want to find and replace text, you can do it for all your videos, right? So you can replace the text for all your videos. Previously, you only could replace one video at a time, and you can also do the bulk sort of thumbnail overlays. So basically, I'll show you what I mean by that. So as you can see, this is sort of like a thumbnail overlay. So you can create your thumbnail in Photoshop and just, put it in. And then you can use this tool over here, the thumbnail overlay, to add a overlay logo on top of your thumbnails. So let's say, for example, a few years time, you want to change your logo. You don't have to go back to Photoshop and, edit your logo on there and then re-upload it and put it onto your video again. You can actually just change the overlay, right? So it's a lot easier if you want to change your logo later on, which is a useful tool. You also get the bulk cards and bulk end screens, so you can copy over your cards from one video, and in bulk, you can edit it for all your videos, right? So you can copy and paste, same thing with your end screens at the end of your video. You can copy it from one video, and then you can transfer it to all your other videos, right? So that's the star plan. You do get most of the bulk features in the star plan over here. And for the advanced scheduling, so basically we can actually schedule the videos. So for example, we can click over here. So for schedule to publish, I'm pretty sure that's actually included in YouTube already, but you can actually schedule the video updates. So basically, you might want to change your video, for example, when it's 2022, you might want to change the year. If you are maybe running some type of competition, you might need to update your video or maybe remove your video, which is, I think, the sunset video feature, right? So you can change it to private or unlisted at a certain time, because let's say, for example, you might be like a Black Friday special or something like that. You might want to schedule it to private, okay? So with the legend plan, we can click over here. We also have the A/B testing tool. So I personally think this is probably going to be the best tool in terms of actually helping you get more views, because what you can actually do is you can actually compare two thumbnails. So you can put in your original thumbnail, and then you can create like a variation thumbnail, and you can test which one is actually more effective, so which one gets the best click-through rate for your videos. So I feel like this tool is going to be great for channels that get thousands and thousands of views, because if you increase your click-through rate by a little bit, that's going to increase your views, right? If you increase your views, that's going to increase your watch time, and then if your watch time is higher, that means you're probably going to get more views, right? So that basically means you can earn more AdSense money. Okay, so that is really, really cool. You can actually test the click-through rates, and you can look at the impressions, clicks, the watch time per impression, as well as comparing the view durations as well. So just in case, if you upload a new thumbnail, just in case the variation might show a lower view duration, that might not be as good, because then the thumbnail might not be as relevant. So you can look at all this information over here and test out your video. So essentially every 24 hours it's going to switch the thumbnails. So with the Legend plan, you also get the retention analyzer, which basically analyzes sort of how long people stick onto your video and the percentage of people that stick onto your video at a specific time. So YouTube actually provides this information, but you sort of have to click into your individual videos to sort of find it out. And it's sort of harder to compare. With this tool, it sort of gives you like a bird's eye view, so you can actually look at it from a bird's eye view and sort of compare it that way, which I think is really cool. The only thing that you do want to take note is that, for example, if your videos are of different length, for example, I have a video which is like 4 hours long, you probably want to compare it to a video of similar length, because this one, only 2% of people stick at the halfway mark, and then this one, which is like 6 minutes and 41, 71% people stick. So you want to make sure you compare it to videos of similar length. For me personally, as a tutorial style channel, I found that the more sort of advanced a video is, the less people stick. The more basic a video, the more easy to watch a video, the less things that I actually show people how to do, the more people stick, because sort of people don't really like to actually do stuff too much. They want to just watch stuff rather than actually clicking on things and actually doing things, right? Because that's just what I found. As a tutorial channel, I'm not quite sure about other styles of content, but I think this tool is going to be really useful in terms of just analyzing your retention and figuring out how to actually improve it. You also get another tool which is really useful, which is called the click magnet tool. Okay, and I use this in conjunction with the A/B testing tool, because you can sort of look at the click-through rate in a bird's eye view again, and then you can create like an A/B test and figure out how you can actually improve that. Okay, so this one over here, 1.33%, that is quite low, and based on the average on my channel, it is like 2 to 3%. So I think this one I probably will try like a different thumbnail, and this is on the Legend plan. Okay, so over here you also get the competitive analysis sort of tool. I personally don't use it too much. Basically, you can add your competitor and see how often they upload, and the different stats and things like that. I personally mostly just use the VIDIQ tool, which I'll show you a little bit later when we sort of go through and talk about VIDIQ, which is alternative to TubeBuddy. So basically that is pretty much it for the different paid plans. What I want to talk about is VIDIQ, which is the alternative to TubeBuddy, and maybe talk about some of the negatives of TubeBuddy as well, because there is a lot of positives and it is pretty good, but there is also a few things which I feel like can be improved. So what I want to talk about now is VIDIQ. So VIDIQ is TubeBuddy's alternative and the competitor, and it wouldn't be like a proper review if I didn't actually mention them at all. So I do want to show you guys some of the free things and some of the things that are different from TubeBuddy, so you guys can like make up your mind of which one is actually better and which one should you actually use. So it's also a free browser extension, so you can easily just install it. I'll leave the link in the description. So once you actually install it, then you also get like a toolbar thing up here as well that you can click on. But the first thing that you actually get with the free version, you get this like and dislike ratio, which I think is really cool because it adds to the whole entire viewing experience. Because sometimes you might click into a video and then realize it's a bad video with a bad like and dislike ratio. With this one, you can know beforehand before you actually click into the video. So it's going to save you a ton of time, right? Because sometimes this one might be 98%, and then you might have one which is like 90%, then probably, it's probably not going to be a great review, right? Then I just don't really click into it in the first place. So you also get the subscriber count next to the sort of profile. So this one is probably not that useful, but like if you actually click into, the video itself, right? And let's pause that video first, okay, and scroll down. So what you're going to actually notice is that you can actually see the subscriber count next to the person that comments on your video. So sometimes you might have like a fellow YouTuber that comments on your video, but you might not even know, right? So you might not even know. They might have 200K subscribers, they love your videos, they always comment, but because you get a ton of comments, you don't reply to them. But with this one, you can actually see the subscriber count, and then perhaps you could build a relationship there and maybe collab in the future and things like that. So I feel like that's a really great feature of VIDIQ. If you actually scroll up a little bit, so this over here is the TubeBuddy sort of Videolytics sidebar thing. Personally, I don't really like it at all, so I don't really know why they have it like that, because all the information is pretty much the same as what you get over here. Besides probably the tags thing, that's probably going to be useful if you want to copy the tags over. But with VIDIQ, you also get the views per hour. So you get like an idea of how many views this video is getting per day. And if you actually upgrade to their pro plan, which is $10 a month, you get the historical views as well. So you can actually see how well the video is actually performing over time. YouTube actually had this tool, I think, when you click over here, you could actually click on the stats and you can actually view the stats. So I use this tool all the time. I always look at the videos and how other videos are actually doing over time. So that can give me an idea of what video I can create in the future. So because they actually have the views per hour feature, another really cool thing is that if you actually check out their channel, so for example, Iced Coffee Hour, we could click on videos over here, right? So generally, you can see, you don't really see anything, right? Besides the like and dislike ratio. If you click on the trending, it's actually going to show you the views per hour, the top videos for that channel, right? So this is a really, really cool feature because you can go to your competitor's channel and see which videos are doing well, and you can steal so many ideas from them. Same thing if you go to this guy's channel over here, click on trending, and you can see the top videos of that channel. So with the free version, I believe you only get like 3 or 5 results. But if you upgrade, I think it was the highest version, then you can actually show all the videos, which I think is really, really cool. So that is something that TubeBuddy doesn't offer. They don't actually show the views per hour, which I feel like is one of their I guess negatives, because I think it's something that's really, really important. So I think the main difference when it comes to the features of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy has really, really great productivity and management tools. VIDIQ has really good competitive analysis tools, which I feel like is also important. So for me, I actually use both because you can actually hide certain things as well. You can hide certain things so that it doesn't get too cluttered and things like that. So if we actually click on trend alerts as well, you also have trend alerts where you can actually set new trends. So for example, we create a new alert and we can actually set up the different keywords, or you can actually set up alerts from specific channels. So personally, if you actually do the trend alerts for keywords, I don't really like that because sometimes people will actually put irrelevant tags in their videos, and that's gonna set an alert with irrelevant videos. So generally I just set trend alerts for competitors, right? Because you can add a competitor in here, and if a competitor video does go viral, it will actually alert you, right? So this is one of the cool things about the views per hour. It actually can be used for so many other different features, and this is going to be like the main difference between TubeBuddy and VIDIQ. So VIDIQ doesn't have that good of upload tools, but they do have one thing which is pretty cool. If we go to their, let's navigate and click on this one. Let's go to my videos over here. they do have a pretty cool feature where you can actually compare the thumbnails before you upload the video. So we can go to details over here, and we can scroll down to here. I don't think it's loaded yet. Okay, so over here, so you can compare the thumbnails in the search. So I really like this feature where you can actually compare the thumbnails. You can actually compare it on the home screen as well as the different devices to see whether your video stands out or not. So this tool is really cool, but this tool is actually only included in their top tier plan, which is $49 a month. We actually scroll down over here. I also find that their tags tool, the tag suggest tool, is a little bit more accurate and gives more ideas than the TubeBuddy version, right? So the TubeBuddy also has their one. So their one is actually included in the $9 per month plan, whereas the VIDIQ one is actually included in only their $49 per month plan, right? So VIDIQ's tag suggest is a little bit better, a little bit more accurate in my opinion, compared to TubeBuddy. But TubeBuddy is actually, they have it on their lower tier plan, so can't complain there too much. And as well as the VIDIQ, you've also got the keyword inspector, which is a little bit different. So if we actually do TubeBuddy over here, oops, and click on search. So over here, they just sort of display it as like a table like this. So you can sort of see it from a bird's eye view, whereas TubeBuddy, you sort of have to click on it individually before you can actually see the competitive score and the overall score. You also get the trending videos as well, but I think this is only for the pro version of VIDIQ. So you don't get this in the free version. For the free version, you can only see like the top 3 related results, which is similar to what you get in TubeBuddy as well. Right, but I think the trending video is a lot more useful because it's more relevant than what you actually get in TubeBuddy's Keyword Explorer trending tool, because a lot of these topics, it has nothing to do with, for example, what I do, like tutorials and things like that. It doesn't actually show, things which are actually related, but rather what is actually trending for the country. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. The biggest difference is the TubeBuddy has really good sort of productivity and management stuff, whereas VIDIQ has really good competitive analysis tools. So I actually recommend both of these tools. So this is going to lead me to go through which plan is best for you guys. Okay, so let's discuss which plan should you actually get. So personally, I highly recommend the free version of TubeBuddy and also the free version of VIDIQ. It adds a lot of functionality and a lot of tools for you content creators out there. If you do want to think about upgrading to the paid plan, then I do highly recommend the pro plan to get started with, because you do get the keyword research tool and also the tag suggest. The tag suggest does save a lot of time because sometimes you have to put in your tags and you just don't know what tags to put in. With the tag suggest, it just saves a lot of time for you to think, and just makes the whole uploading process a lot quicker. And you also get a discount if you are less than 1,000 subscribers. So if you bill it annually, you get another discount as well. If you're thinking about getting the star plan, personally I don't really use too much of the bulk processing stuff. Even if you do need to use it, you might not need to use it every time you upload a video and things like that. You may just need to bulk process it for one time, in a year. So you may want to upgrade to it if you need to use it, and then you can downgrade later to the pro plan, right? You're not going to lose anything like that. You're just going to lose the functionality to do that. So for the legend plan, I highly recommend it for you if you're currently making money with YouTube and you're getting thousands of views per day, because you can actually do the A/B testing, and you can increase your click-through rate, which increases your watch time, and generally watch time increases your views, and just goes in a cycle, right? And then views means that you're going to make more AdSense dollars, and you're probably going to get more subscribers, and it's going to end up paying for itself. Okay, so if you do have a little bit more budget, then I would also recommend using the pro plan and the pro plan of VIDIQ, mainly because the views per hour feature, right? So you also get the pro plan, you also get the historical views per hour feature, where you can actually see how many views it's actually getting over time, and you also get the you can actually see the trending videos on a channel. So I find that really, really useful. for VIDIQ. So with the boost plan, I will only get it if you are sort of like a channel that leverages trends. So for example, you might be talking about, stocks and investing, right? Then, trends might be, quite important for you. You might track your competitors, if they're talking about, Neo stock or something like that, or Tesla, then you can set, trend alerts for your competitors if you are a channel that, needs that, right? So with the actual boost plan over here, they do have the keyword engine, which is the tag suggest thing. If you already have the pro version over here, right, you got the tag suggest tool, right? Even though I feel like it's not as accurate as VIDIQ, I feel like tags aren't as important these days as what it used to be, because YouTube can actually read and auto caption your content. So that means they know what your video is talking about, right? They know what you're talking about, so that they can actually rank your video accordingly to the different search terms and things like that. So I don't think tags are that important these days. And that is pretty much it. So Pro plan, highly recommend you actually getting that one, and maybe the VIDIQ Pro plan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you do have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section below, and I'll try and get back to you as quick as possible. Let me know, what you think about this review. And the other thing that I want to talk about is that if you actually use these tools, it's not gonna like work any miracle, right? What's important is that when you're actually creating a video is, number one, probably authenticity and probably uniqueness of your story, and maybe the relevance and the newness of the topic or the product. I think that's probably going to be the most important. The tools, like for example your camera, your audio, and like tools like this is not going to like automatically get you more views. So don't expect that, even though that you might be advertised like that, right? So don't get these tools if you think that if you just use it without actually thinking about the videos that you're going to create and your story and things like that. It's not going to work. Okay, so that's pretty much it. See you guys in the next video.